Welcome to Broken Tusk Rising, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition actual play in the Galarian campaign setting. We're playing through the Quest for the Frozen Flame adventure path.
I'm Shaun, and I'm playing Andreas Witchborn, the human magus.
I'm Jessica, and I'm playing Xankath, the halfling fighter.
I'm Janette, and I'm playing Jonesy, the human cleric.
This is Josh, and I'm playing Korgo, the human barbarian.
Last time on Broken Tusk Rising, the scouts discovered a petrified mammoth, frozen in the act of crushing a cockatrice to death. With no means available to help the mammoth, they continued on to Gleaming Sun Lake, where they found a man apparently being attacked by a lake monster. Some of them charged in to help, but others were lured in by a magical power, because the man was in fact a terrifying horse-like shape-changer, which nearly killed Andreas and badly mauled Xankath before they fled out of the water. Now it's the creature's turn, however, and it is charging straight toward the heroes where they cower on the lakeshore. You're cowering, right?
No.
For sure.
No?
No.
Not cowering. All right, where some of them cower by the lakeshore.
It's brave cowering. I'm, bravely cowering.
Being bravely.
So let's go straight back into combat, but first, a correction. I misread the character sheet, and Xankath's arrow did indeed damage it. It does not have resistance to your weapon.
Woohoo!
So I've taken off those 3 hit points as a result.
Excellent.
Those 3 hit points are going to matter, because that was the first damage this thing's taken.
Wait, is that real?
The first and the only damage that it's taken.
No.
3 hit points.
Uh-huh.
So here we go. The creature charges forward. Unfortunately, there's no such thing in 2nd edition Pathfinder as charging per se, except as a special class ability. So really all it does is take a 5-foot step, but it dramatically takes this 5-foot step.
Flavor charge.
And it rears back, baring its horrific teeth, and drives them straight toward poor Jonesy, who is scrambling to get out of the water. Let's see what happens.
I hate this so much.
It's very bad. It's all very bad.
All right.
Oh, no.
We have a 27. Does a 27 hit?
Yes.
Oh, no. All right. It's not a critical hit, though.
No.
11 points of damage. You got pretty lucky there.
So lucky.
That's right. Now, let's see. What else can I do? You know, I still got a decent bonus to hit. Yeah, I'm going to try again. I'm not going to be creative. I'm going to try again and see what happens. And by the way, the creature is currently flat-footed, but that will end at the end of its round. Only a 10 to hit.
Ooh. Woo. Oh, God.
It has stepped, it has bitten twice, and that is the end of the creature's round. And that means, Jonesy, it is now your turn. This creature, this huge creature, is looming over you. It has just chomped down on your side, taken a big chunk out of you, shaking you around a bit. Now, what do you want to do?
We know it doesn't make attack of opportunity.
Oh, run away.
Yes.
Run away so fast.
I ran away from it, and it did not get an attack of opportunity.
Jonesy is going to run away.
That's a good call.
He's going to, run up towards this cliff edge here and run around it.
So Jonesy scrambles out of the water, up that little short, ledge, through the rest of the party members, and around the corner near this cliff area.
Like his hands in the air, like total Monty Python. Run away! Run away! Run away! Can't do a 3-action heal, which is what I was planning on doing. I used up all my first level spells. So in that case, I will cast Guidance on Korgo to give him a bit of a bonus here for attack rolls. And I don't think it actually does anything for damage. No, just attack rolls.
Okay. All right, so you cast Guidance on Korgo.
+1 to 1 attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check.
Yep.
So that could come in handy in a variety of different ways.
This is great. It's going to help me run away.
You still have 1 more action.
I don't, because I already moved.
No, it's a 1-action spell.
Oh, it's only 1. Good thing Shaun's here. And in that case, I will run further.
Jonesy spins around mid-retreat to cast the spell. And then continues running.
Sorry, Coco, this is all I can do.
Xankath, You have seen Jonesy run by, arms flailing, cast a spell on Korgo, and then continue fleeing. What do you want to do?
Okay, I'm going to take the point blank shot stance. And then I am going to faint.
Oh, yeah, it's not flat-footed anymore, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to remove the flat-footed condition.
I'm going to act like I'm dropping my bow and not be dropping it at all. So that's a deception check.
Okay. And that's against its will, right?
Perception.
Oh, perception. All right, so I add 10 plus its perception.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an 8. That was a terrible roll.
That is a critical failure.
Clearly, I've gotten perfect hold of my bow and nothing is happening here.
On a critical failure, the feint backfires. She is flat-footed against melee attacks the target attempts until the end of her next turn.
Okay, cool.
All right.
And I'm going to shoot it.
Big money, big money, big money.
21 to hit.
21 just hits.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Lord. That is 7 plus 2, 9 damage.
Oh, boy.
Nice.
Oh, that's a short sword. That was the wrong one.
Oh.
It shouldn't be that much
Your-
damage.
Your bonus to hit would be the same, but the damage is one less.
One less.
Yeah, take that roll. We're going to take that.
So 8
My
points
bad.
of damage.
Yes, 8 points of damage.
So Xankath pulls her bow back, lines up her target, and drives an arrow home, hitting the creature in the side of its long neck. And it roars in pain and directs its attention toward you now. You taking another shot?
Nope, that was all 3 actions.
Okay.
I did point blank stance. I
Deception
fainted.
and a shot.
And a shot.
Korgo.
Korgo, seeing that Xankath is not running away, now he kind of looks at her and then looks back at the thing and is like, what is this anyway? And he does,
You want to do a check to determine what it is?
yes, can I do a nature check?
You can do a nature check.
Okay, I will. With a 20.
Ooh, that's good.
With a
Wonder
20,
this is.
this is a Kelpie. And a Kelpie is an amphibious fae. It's a big green horse-like monster with scary teeth. And there aren't really good guidelines, my understanding is there aren't really good guidelines for what I should tell you about this thing.
The most useful information
Yeah, I'll
possible.
tell you either a weakness or what it's resistant to. You choose one.
I will take a weakness for 500.
It is weak to cold iron.
Oh, that's
That's
handy.
really useful.
That is very useful.
Korgo doesn't know what cold iron is. Look,
Isn't all iron cold?
Do I need to freeze this? What's happening here?
what a weird knowledge to creep into his brain. His like 4 brain cells of the cold iron, like cold iron. What?
I don't know what this means, but I know it for some reason.
What is this? Is there a? So I don't recall from reading the book that there's like a defense action or total defense or
That's first edition. Second edition doesn't
Right.
have a total offense, but you can raise a shield if you have one.
no. Do I have one? I swear, I have a shield.
You do have shield.
Look at that.
You also have a spear.
I don't need that. I just need the
You have a
shield.
long spear, which has reach.
Yeah.
It has reach.
Yeah, buddy.
That's a good idea. Use it.
Oh my gosh, all these brain cells that don't belong to Korgo activating. Okay, he'll use one action to. Has this shown that it has reach? I don't think so.
Well, your
take
plus
that.
1 spear is just a regular spear, but you do have a long spear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll use that.
So far, the Kelpie hasn't attacked with reach, as far as we can tell. It's been adjacent to us every time, so.
Korgo rolled a total of a 19, and then adding guidance, that's a 20, and I think that still misses. by
That
one.
still misses.
It still misses.
He's so tough.
Close.
Horse hippo.
So you stab at it with that long spear, and it just bounces off of its hide. That means it is your cat's turn, your saber-toothed tiger's turn.
It's not going to do anything because I didn't spend an action.
Great. It looks at you.
Meow.
Get ready, buddy.
Tilts its head to the side. And that means it's Andreas' turn.
Wow, already. Okay. Oh, jeez. There's a spot here that's kind of got some bushes on it.
Yeah, you can stand there if you want.
Can I make a range or reach attack from there?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll go to that space. So I'm moving behind, kind of shuffling behind Korgo, stand kind of behind his knee-high bushes. Andreas whirls his meteor hammer once again and will attempt to attack also with reach. This will be a spell strike. Piercing seemed to do full damage for Xankath, so I'm going to make it a piercing attack. Oh, 24 to hit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
24 is a hit.
All right, so that is 5 points of bludgeoning damage, 1 point electricity, and 5 points piercing.
Woo!
Okay, that all goes through.
Yeah.
That's a
Nice.
total of
Yeah.
11 points of damage, right?
Yeah.
You swing your meteor hammer, you stab at it, and the creature again cries out, is jolted with this electricity. It is the creature's turn. The creature knows that this feint has failed, and that this target is flat-footed. So it's going to take a little step here. It steps to the west 10 feet, right up next to poor little Xankath, and it rears its long neck back, and it bites downward at her, and she's the most vulnerable target at the moment. She's injured and flat-footed, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy. A 32 to hit.
Hey, that I don't know if you could guess this, but that hits and is in fact a critical.
Oh no.
Oh dear. All right, here comes the critical damage.
No.
24
Jeez.
points of damage. And the creature's going to use its last action to grab her unconscious body.
I'm dying too because that was a critical, correct?
Right.
Correct.
And Xankath jumps to be in front of the Kelpie in initiative.
Right.
What's happening right now?
Oh, your screen is
Oh.
showing you nothing because you're
Oh.
unconscious.
Okay, that makes sense. I don't
that's-
know.
that's
I don't
cool.
remember this
Wow.
from last time.
Really cool.
You didn't go unconscious last
It's
time.
kind of annoying.
I agree.
Well,
It gets a little boring if you're dead for a while.
Okay.
And that is the Kelpie's turn. It has grabbed Xankath's unconscious body, and it looks like it's going to turn back toward the water. Jonesy, what do you want to do?
Jonesy is panicking, and he's like, Saren Ray, heal us from our pony bites. This is the worst thing ever. And I'm going to channel, but I really don't want to heal
Kelpie.
the Kelpie.
I think you're just the right distance,
No.
right?
I'm not. I think I can place my 30-foot emanation anywhere, can't I?
Is it from you or is it from a
It
space?
doesn't say.
I think it's from you.
If I could just move this one over here.
Can I just say I feel better about having failed the feint because it wouldn't have mattered if I hadn't have been flat-footed.
Yeah.
That would have been a critical no matter
Yeah.
what.
Totally.
It says that you disperse positive energy in a 30-foot emanation, but it doesn't say it has to be from me.
Like, is a fireball also an emanation?
Fireball is a 20-foot burst within 500-foot range.
All right, so I think emanation probably means it comes from you.
Oh, but it says place 30-foot emanation.
Yeah, no, but that's just a tool that Foundry uses. It's supposed
It
to be
doesn't
from
look
you.
like it gets the Kelpie, actually. When I put the thing over me, not like it's highlighted.
Hold on, let me
Is
move
it-
the Kelpie a square and we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, come on.
I mean, unless the rule is it has to cover more than half the Kelpie.
It might be.
No, that's what that red square. Why that square is turning red?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, an emanation issues forth from each side of your space.
Well, I don't want everybody to die,
It's not a bad trade-off to say
We're
you're going to
get-
heal.
We're gonna
Yeah.
get more healing than it will.
so I think I'm going to do it. It's not a whole lot, though. It doesn't look like. When are we going to level up? This is the worst.
Word.
7.
It's a 7.
Pretty good.
Take it.
That's everybody?
That's everybody.
It's everybody.
Xankath, Andreas, and Jonesy are all healed 7 hit points. The creature is also healed 7 hit points and looks a little confused by this.
I should now be dying. I'm still dying too?
You're conscious, but you're wounded too.
Wounded 2.
So you're just prone, wounded. Flat-footed's on because you're prone. Yeah, that's right now. Oh, and grabbed.
And I'm still grabbed.
Korgo, everybody around you looks a little bit less dead, a little bit farther from being dead. You're, of course, uninjured. What do you want to do? You've got this giant kelpie right in front of you.
Yeah, this is awesome.
It's still got Xankath in its maw.
Zanks is in the mouth of this hippo horse. The hippo horse is looking towards the deeper water. That's not good. The whole situation sucks. Okay, Korgo is going to tell Hrungara to get on the other side of it. And Hrungara is going to do that. Okay, so Hrungara runs past everybody, jumps into the water, and gets right to the other side of it.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay.
It could still go that way. That way being directly to the east. But it's currently blocked it.
You have flanked it with Hrungara, who has run into the water.
And then Hrungara gets an attack, maybe?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Ooh, 23 to hit.
23 is a hit.
4 damage. Nice.
So Hrungara jumps onto it and chomps down with those long fangs.
Oh, your cat has a special.
Yeah, it does. I don't know if that's my... Oh, what's the special do? Oh, an extra D4 precision damage. That's right.
And
Let me
the
roll
target is flat-footed until the end of your next turn to everybody.
Ooh.
That is another 3 damage.
Your cat throws enemies off balance when you create an opening. Until the start of your next turn, your strikes that deal damage to a creature within your cat's reach make the target flat-footed. Oh, so you have to hit it. If you can hit it yourself, then it'll be flat-footed to everybody.
Okay.
And it takes another 3 points of damage. Whittling it away.
We can do this. We got this.
No.
Sure.
It doesn't look that badly injured, just to be fair.
Oh, we'll take it down. That'll change.
Hey, it's no longer barely injured. It's at least injured now.
We basically just took off all the healing I did.
Yeah,
So,
perfect.
Perfect. Good job.
Progress.
Korgo gets really mad that Xankath is in this terrible trouble.
I'm not loving it myself, so sure.
All right, now Korgo got mad. Now he's going to fight. I'm rolling. No, hero point.
An 11 to start
3 on the
with.
die for 11 total. So we're hero pointing.
All right. Use that hero
It's a
point.
good time to use a hero point.
Gotta get
Yeah.
serious up in here.
Rolling. Yeah. Oh my gosh, 11 again.
11 again.
wait, is Korgo biting him?
Yes.
You're using your cat jaws? Oh, yeah, okay.
Andreas, you can see Korgo has gone bonkers, and he is actually trying to bite the creature.
You'll get him, Korgo. Just watch your footing. And he looks down. Andreas looks down into his jacket pocket at Bastion, his little porcupine. It's Porky Pet. Says, Bastion, I could use your help right now. And Bastion begins to curl up and starts cleaning his face with his paws. You see this burst of energy, and he infuses Andreas with an extra focus point.
Ooh.
So that I can recast my Thunderous Strike, which will get me an attack. So I'm going to cast that. I get an attack as part of that. Meteor Hammer, go! A 19 to hit.
That is a miss.
It's flat-footed because Hrungar's on the other side.
Oh, it is flat-footed. It reduces its CC by 2, so that is a hit.
Yes.
Okay, it takes 13 points of damage, 12
Nice.
blood, 1 electricity, and it needs to make a basic fortitude save.
Ooh.
Take that bludge. Oh.
Oh.
Rolled a 21.
Takes 1 point of sonic damage. And,
All right.
oh, you know what? Hold on here. Oh, no, sweet. Okay, so it doesn't actually have the range. Hrungar does not have to save. I thought for a second I was going to
Cool.
be screwing somebody over, but
Nice.
yeah.
So good.
I like hitting after last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You strike it with another thunderous strike, and you know what? It's starting to seem kind of injured now. In fact, you might even say use a different game's parlance, you might even say it's bloody.
Ooh.
Oh, bloody.
All right, with my last action, I would like to... basically, Xankath is still grabbed, right?
Right.
I want to try and aid her to escape.
Ah.
So I'm going to try and basically distract or harass this thing somehow. I want to make it easier for Xankath to escape.
Right.
Do I do that with an attack roll? Can I use a...
How are you trying to help her?
Well, my weapon has this big chain on it, right? So I'm thinking maybe it wraps around some way and it's causing...
Jerk its head to the side?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you can make an attack roll if you want to try that.
That is an 11, so probably fail.
No, and I'm afraid
Okay.
it manages to dodge your chain, and she is not going to be aided.
Okay. Gave it a shot. Sorry, Jess.
Good effort. Good effort.
Xankath, It is your turn.
I want out of this thing's mouth. How do I get out of its mouth?
Escape requires making an unarmed attack roll, athletics, or acrobatics against its athletics DC.
I would like to make an acrobatics check.
Okay. Make that check.
That's a 15.
That is not enough. You rolled a 15.
Hero point? Or did you already use this?
No, I haven't used it. I would like to use my hero point.
Go for it.
It's a good time to use it.
Yeah.
Oh,
27.
There you go.
At first, you didn't think you could get out, but somehow you managed to squirm out of this creature's mouth.
Oh, I do a backflip out. Like I
Oh, cool.
jump off of its teeth and do a backflip.
And you land nimbly, safely, on the shore here. What do you want to do now?
No longer prone nor flat-footed, correct?
Correct.
I'm gonna run away.
All right.
join me.
All right, you run away. You are now standing next to Jonesy.
Yeah, I ran up the hill about 20 feet from the creature. So that was one action to
Escape.
escape, one action to run. I'm gonna shoot it. 19 to hit.
Does it count as flat-footed to her?
Only if Korgo had hit it, I think, is my reading of that ability.
Oh, come on, Korgo.
Yeah, then that is not a hit.
Okay.
So your arrow flies wide, but you did escape. And now it is the creature's turn, and it is very frustrated.
A little worried about Hrungara now.
Very frustrated by this whole situation. It's got two tempting targets here. I mean, on the one hand is this creature in his native terrain, this cat, which has managed to bite it. On the other hand, there's this big tempting pile of meat that is Korgo.
Never has anyone been so aptly described.
But both of them are so hairy.
Shaun, roll me a d4.
You want me to roll a d4?
Oh no.
I want you to roll a d4.
Ugh. The responsibility weighs heavy on my heart. 2.
2. All right, it's going to attack Hrungara.
Ooh.
All right, so it wheels around on Korgo's cat and makes an attack.
Ugh.
29 to hit.
No.
What did you pay?
Yeah, come
Right?
on.
Yep. That, you know what that misses? No, that's it. That's it.
That is a critical hit.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Oh my.
34 points of damage.
Okay.
Who wrote this adventure and why?
And why do they hate
There's
us?
so much hate. It must be double
First
raging.
book is
This is its
The first
third.
book is-
This is its third knockout crit in the same encounter.
I think if I had a
All
table I
right.
could flip, I might do it.
And, you know, it's tired of getting beat up at this point, so it's going to use its second action to grab, and it's going to use its third action to move away.
We were having some discussion about encumbrance in another game here.
Ah.
So I believe
Uh-huh.
that it, while you're carrying another creature,
Uh-huh.
you are encumbered, which means you're clumsy 1 and you take a 10-foot penalty to your speed.
Oh, cool.
Assuming that Hrungara isn't like walking or fighting along with the drag, right? So it's like dead weight that this creature has to drag with him.
So it only can move 25 feet.
Goosh.
What?
And it carries Hrungara's unconscious body out deeper into the river. It's going to start to go under the water, although it's so big it actually is a little difficult for it to go into the water. That's the end of its turn. Jonesy, what do you want to do?
Jonesy's gonna run up the bushes towards Andreas,
Okay.
and he's going to call forth a divine lance as he does so, and try to free Hrungara. Oh no, that was so bad. 11.
Oh, no.
Hero point?
I don't have any more. Nope, I miss.
So I'm afraid that didn't do it. Korgo, your best friend, your animal companion, is being dragged out into the lake. What do you want to do?
Smart person would not do anything now.
Yes, but what would Korgo do?
A raging person is going in. Ah! Okay, Korgo's like the guy at the beach who's like running through the waves now, and his arms are kind of up like above his head, and he's kind of waddling, and he's gonna fight it.
All right, so Korgo jumps in.
I just got this animal companion.
Still got that new animal companion smell.
Ah!
Oh,
19,
No.
No, 19 is a miss.
but it's encumbered. It's clumsy.
It is. Actually, it's clumsy. What is it? What did that do to its armor class if it's clumsy? You know what? That is a hit.
Yay!
That is a hit.
Look at you, you clumsy buffoon.
As it's struggling to bring its dinner out into the water, you hit it for 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage.
And it dies?
Ouch.
It's near death.
It is not dead.
Okay, Korgo's gonna rake it along its neck like this and miss. Its hide is so thick. Korgo's like poking it.
Yeah, it's hard to break through all this weird kelp and seaweed and stuff on the outside of it. It's just strange. All right, that's Korgo's turn. Korgo has not given up. Your cat, however, does it need to do anything this turn?
Tell me what I do.
Well, if it's dying, it's dying too.
Yep.
And it needs to make a flat check. Needs a 12 or better.
10.
So it's dying 3.
Oof.
Oh, that is not good.
If it gets to 4, you get to make a new animal companion.
Andreas, what do you want to do?
Andreas is going to...
If it helps, this creature is clearly badly wounded at this point.
Yeah. I'm definitely going for the attack. I'm just wondering where I do it from, because I want to be around to help Hurangara if I can. I did recharge my spell strike. I think I'm going to run just straight out into the water. I'm going to be adjacent to Korgo, 10 feet away from the Kelpie. And I will do a little bit of another spell strike. I'll do Gouging Claw again, same as last time, piercing damage. 17 to hit.
Even with the creature's current clumsiness, that does not hit.
That's my turn.
Hero point?
Do I have hero points left? Oh, I do. I will do it. It is for Hurangara. Don't worry, Korgo. We'll get your cat back. And I rolled a... What is going on with her hero points? Every time.
These are cursed.
Maybe
Another 17.
Maybe you should try again. Because Mike probably came in here and reprogrammed some
he's got
stuff.
all the mods.
I don't know what you mean.
That would hit.
Maybe ignore the second one.
Yeah.
You should have a house rule
19.
where if you roll the exact same thing twice
roll it
after using a
again,
hero point.
Huh?
But if you do that, then I get a hero point.
Sure, yeah, Mike.
Whatever
Okay.
you want.
I don't like that rule. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Xankath, it is your turn. You can see your whole party has, or almost your whole party, has ventured out into the water to try to save this saber-toothed cat.
Okay, I feel like I have some height up on this hill, so I can still get a clean shot at the Kelpie.
For sure. Yep, you have a clean shot.
And I'm within range, so I'm going to shoot it. Shoot it hard.
Oh, you do.
With a 24.
You do shoot it hard.
6 damage, because I've still got my point blank shot.
All right.
And I am going to... I'm going to assisting shot, since I hit.
Okay.
But I've got to hit again in order for assisting shot to be a thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a genuinely better second action than a normal attack.
Okay, so I'm shooting again. That's only a 13.
13 does not hit. Wow, you have a plus 11 to hit.
Uh-huh. And yet, I roll bad.
Yeah. That means it's the Kelpie's turn. Clearly, you're not letting the Kelpie get away. You are swimming after it. So, I guess it doesn't really have much choice. It's just going to drop Hurangara, who is no longer grabbed, and wheels around at Korgo, and it's going to take a chomp on that big, tasty pile of meat that is Korgo. 27 to hit.
It's a hit. It is not a critical hit.
Korgo takes 15 points of damage, and there's not much point in grabbing you at this point, so I guess I'll just bite you again. Only a 12. That doesn't hit. I guess I could try to get away.
Is it in fight or flight mode?
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to check. I'm going to roll a little check here and see how tough. Oh, no, it thinks it's pretty tough. It thinks it can handle you. It decides it's going to try to make a third attack, even though it's got a penalty, a big penalty.
Oh, but that will saving throw was its third action.
That was just me trying to decide whether or not it would run away.
I know.
And the third attack is just a 13. So it does not hit you with its third bite. Jonesy, it is your turn.
Gara is drowning.
Yep.
But she can also, or he, I don't remember. The cat can hold its breath Or
No, the cat is unconscious. So on Korgo's turn, Rangara will have to make a fortitude save or die.
okay, I'm just wondering if it's worth casting Stabilize.
It's unconscious either way.
Right.
Yeah, it would prevent the dying check. So yes, it would actually help.
Okay, but then I can't. I guess that's what we'll do.
How to save the kitty?
I will just stabilize. So in that case, Hangrara is still unconscious, but at 0 hit points. So it's like nothing happened. Just loses the dying condition.
Right.
Which makes it wounded. I think 3.
3, actually. Yeah, it was at dying 3.
Oh, wait. I have one more thing I could do. Oh, no, wait, I can't. Can I cast 2 cantrips on the same turn?
Yes, as long as you have the
I
actions.
do. I was going to run up along the shores waving my hands, but instead I will cast guidance on...
Korgo's immune to it, but you could do anybody else.
I will cast it on my good man, Andreas.
Thanks, Jonesy. I can feel Sarenrae's power flowing through me. She loves you.
Now I'm done.
Korgo, what do you want to do?
What's Korgo's movement speed in the water? Can he get around?
You don't have a swim speed, so I think it counts. I think we said it counts as difficult terrain here.
Okay. And now he's gonna attack
So
it.
Korgo has moved a little bit around the monster.
Yeah, and the monster's not clumsy anymore, right?
Correct.
Okay. Oh, natural 1, of course. Cool. Very cool.
All right, a fumble.
Everybody loves
Do
it.
you have a hero point?
I had 2 last session, but I used 1 today, so I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, I think you're just back to the 1.
And he's going to attack. 19, so that misses.
Yeah, that misses. It's back to its normal AC. It's not flanked or anything, so... All right, Korgo tries to, stab at the creature, or are you still biting?
He's attacking with his claws. Remember his hands are like this.
Yes,
for the
his
viewers on
tiger
the
claws.
stream. And so that's his turn. That's 3 actions to move and attack twice.
All right.
Rangar needs to roll.
Yep.
Needs a
D20?
DC 20 fortitude check, and if you critically fail, you die.
Oh, 15?
So you're okay for now.
Okay.
And Andreas, you now have guidance. What do you want to do?
Drag that guidance onto my character. So Andreas will wade a little bit deeper into the water so that he is across from Korgo. Got that sweet flank bonus.
Yep.
And he does not have Spell Strike anymore, so he'll just do a normal Meteor Hammer attack. Strike number 1. 19 to hit at flat-footed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
10 points of damage, 1 of its electricity.
Andreas, how do you finish off this awful creature?
Yes! He steps up behind Rangara, waves the meteor hammer through the air in this vertical arc, bringing it right down onto the thing's back. And the shattering weight of the iron drives into this creature, snapping its spine.
All right.
Nice.
And with my last action, I will grab onto Rangara and lift her head above the water.
All right.
Lift her up over your head and then suplex her.
The creature goes limp and starts to float downstream. And you lift Rangara out of the water. Korgo, you're the one who made the successful nature check, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That was just its baby. And nearby is its mommy.
Korgo, as it's floating away with that nature check, I'm going to just roll that over. You notice that this creature has some distinctive umber-colored nettles caught in its seaweed-like hide.
Ooh.
And as it's floating away, you see these unusual yellowish-brownish nettles sort of floating in the water around it.
Ah. Okay.
Korgo, drag that beast up onto the shore. Andreas will drag Angara over towards Jonesy.
Okay.
How are they? I'll have to listen back to old episodes to hear if I gendered this or not.
I can still feel a heartbeat. They're still breathing, but they're unconscious.
I might be able to help. Here, let me take a look. And Jonesy will check Hungara over, looking for where the bites are for a 17 medicine.
What's the DC of a first aid?
15.
Nice.
All right, that's a success.
14 hit
Wow.
points, so he bandages up all the wounds.
Wow, holy moly.
Wow.
Nice.
If you spend a full hour, that's 28. Andreas is all for resting. He's like, I think this is where we're making camp.
All right, and is Korgo going to try to pull this creature up to the shore?
Yeah, Korgo will pull the creature up to the shore, and also he'll kind of pet Hrungara and just tell what a good job they did. I mean, they just saved someone's life.
If you're going to take that hour to rest, then I'll just roll over that medicine check to give double those hit points.
Okay, what's up with these umber-colored nettles?
Yeah, make a perception
I
check.
had to look up 2 words in that sentence.
Can we all make perception check?
Only Korgo has noticed it,
Oh.
and he hasn't pointed it out to anyone, or has he?
Yeah, guys, I'm looking up 2 words and trying to figure out what these things are.
Well, a nettle is a plant, a stinging plant.
I looked them up. 14 nature check.
14 nature check? Oh.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's making a nature check. You just know that these are plants that are unusual in color. You don't remember having seen plants quite like this before, this color of nettle. I would like you to make a perception check.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I wasn't obeying anything you said. 18 perception.
That's good enough. So you notice that to the northeast of where you're currently standing, those bushes have some umber-colored nettles mixed in with them. In fact, Andreas and Jonesy, you're both sort of scratching at your skin where some of those nettles must have brushed up against you when you went through the bushes.
Oh.
Yeah, if Korgo points that out, we'll like root around there a little
They're
bit.
on our bodies, scratching us up.
Yep, but they're also in these shrubs here. So you look around that area, this low, thorny shrub with umber nettles is hanging over the shore nearby. The lake right near that area where those shrubs are, the lake is about 10 feet deep there. It's a little deeper than in some of the nearby areas. And when you're looking around that area, you notice there's an underwater cave entrance here.
Oh, so this like weird oblong shape is not a puddle on the grass.
Yes.
It's an X-ray view of the cave beneath the ground.
That's right. Which is my complaint about the map, is it is showing you the secret cave.
I mean, in their defense, I just assumed it was a puddle or something like that. Like,
No,
Yep.
it is the secret cave.
I never thought cave under there.
Well, Andreas goes in the cave.
And just to make things even more ridiculous, there is no value to you of actually being able to see the map of the inside of the cave, right? There is no circumstance in which we need to know the exact shape of the inside of the cave. They could have just made it invisible and said, "You look in the cave," right?
Well, I look in the cave.
Oh, wait, sir, don't go in there. Let me just patch this up. This looks terrible. Oh, never mind, you're fine. Go on in.
I'll get some first aid later, Jonesy.
I
There's
only
no
got-
time.
I only
I'm
got some-
curious about the cave.
Wait, fine.
Jonesy has failed his medicine check.
He's trying to wrap bandages, but Andreas is just like,
Get off of
You're
me.
busy helping Hrungara.
And I think Xankath could probably also use some help.
Well, Xankath's just sitting. Sitting.
Jonesy will go to somebody who appreciates his help. For a 22.
Nice.
That's better.
2d8. Or if you're going to spend that hour resting, double it.
You will spend an hour, so 20 hit points.
With about 2 hours to hang out, Andreas is
Right.
definitely checking out this cave and checking out the body of this Kelpie.
Andreas, you swim up to this cave's entrance because there's no way to get into it except by swimming. And you find that it is almost completely dark inside. There's just not much sunlight coming in through the cave entrance. How are you going to see inside?
Oh, I grew up in the dark. So
Were you
I
didn't
will,
merely-
born in it?
You didn't merely adopt
I
it.
will.
You
I did not
molded
adopt
by
it, so
it?
I'll go back to Jonesy and be like, Jonesy, sorry, I was
Oh, look who's
a
back.
bit impatient earlier, but
Right.
did you cast light on this stick?
You think I just have light prepared every single day? I don't have time for this.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I don't actually.
anybody have a sun rod or anything?
Actually, I could cast a fireball in there.
Would you like me to cast a
I
fireball?
don't think that's going to help me.
Okay.
How dark in there was it? Well, like low light or dark?
Oh, I have an ever-burning torch. I'll just use that. Can't be
Okay.
smothered or quenched, requires no oxygen.
Excellent. You take that ever-burning torch, you dive under the water. There's a pocket of air at the top of the cave. When you get inside, you look around. The air smells foul. A quick glance around reveals a simple space littered with animal bones, but there are a few items of interest. you find a stone with a rune engraved on it,
Oh, yeah.
a bottle that appears to still be stoppered, and an alabaster pendant depicting an angelic figure. You also find a small lump of amber.
Dope. I gather these things up, and I bring them back to dry ground with everybody.
You know, I'm actually going to make a perception check.
Oh, 14.
Yep, that's good enough. You find one more pair of things. There's, in addition to these bones, there are also some organs sitting in here, curiously untouched.
Oh, how nice.
And one of them is clearly a heart, and you're not sure what the other one is. Maybe if you want to do a medicine check, you might figure it out.
Oh, I'm untrained, so I'll give it a try, but
Okay.
it's going to suck. 6.
Yeah, 6. Yeah, it's a gross lump of fleshy stuff.
Yucky.
Yeah, I'll scoop all that up. I was raised by a witch, so untouched organs
Sure.
are classic important things for me.
Yeah.
I'll bring them up and show them to everybody and do some detecting and reading of auras.
Cool. You bring those out and you show them to everyone. Korgo, make another nature check.
Okay.
Since I'm healed and paying attention now, can I get in on that nature checking?
Sure, I'm asking Korgo because he was the one who was
Okay.
able to identify the Kelpie.
Fair enough.
18.
Yeah, so you remember something else about Kelpies. They'll eat just about any part of a humanoid, except they don't eat hearts and livers for some reason.
Vitamin A. They don't want too much of it.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So this is what's left of some person.
Didn't you guys know that about these?
I did not.
Yeah.
No, that is information to me.
You're telling me that this heart belongs to a demi-human?
Yeah, some kind of humanoid. Could be a human, could be an elf, could be an orc, who knows? Hard to tell. So you want to identify these items.
Sure do.
Let's start with the rune.
Okay.
Give me an Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion check.
Okay. I'll roll an Arcana for a 25.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. This, and this is probably the most exciting thing here, this is a Ghost Touch rune.
Oh, geez.
What?
A Ghost Touch rune makes a weapon effective against incorporeal creatures.
Ooh.
Oh, that's bad news.
That's going to be so important. Oh, no.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Such good news.
Oh, terrifying.
Yeah, it's like
fine.
a bit of a good and a bit of bad news.
God, is this foreshadowing?
Is this foreshadowing?
Korgo doesn't know that word.
They're not subtle about this kind of thing in adventures, are they?
You're right.
So, next, to identify the stoppered potion-like thing, the bottle, make an Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion check.
Oh, I fail.
Yeah, let me take a look. Ooh, a 13.
Nope. No, neither of you knows what it is. It's some kind of oil.
Do we have to be trained in the thing?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not trained in any of those
Arcana,
things.
Nature, Occultism, or Religion. Korgo, are you trained in any of those?
No, but I know Jonesy's going to drink that.
I would never.
You could do a nature, Korgo.
You could do Nature.
Okay.
Ooh,
24 nature.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. For some reason, Korgo knows what this is. It doesn't make any sense at all, but for some reason, he knows that this is an oil of potency.
Ooh.
Oh.
When you apply this thick, viscous oil to a weapon, it becomes a +1 striking weapon for 1 minute. Or when applied to armor, it becomes +1 resilient for 1 minute.
Ooh.
you're just a wealth of knowledge, Korgo.
Both of those are good. What about this alabaster pendant? You recognize this angelic figure, Jonesy?
I need a religion check.
Ooh, let me take a look. I do know a thing or two about angelic things.
17?
Yep. Made it with just a little bit to spare. That's right. This is a crying angel pendant.
Well, obviously, it's a crying angel pendant.
Yes, I know that's what it looks like, but what is it? What does it do?
When a user who is trained in medicine critically fails a first aid check, it becomes a normal failure instead.
Ooh. That's nice.
Good.
But it's consumed after one use.
Oh.
Still good.
Still saves you from damaging somebody.
I'll take that.
And then there's a lump of amber, if someone wants to appraise that. It's a craft check.
Craft? I have craft. 14.
But you don't know what it's worth.
Okay.
Write down lump of amber that you got from the Kelpie's cave.
Yep. All right, well, I suppose we best figure out who gets to keep each of these things. Obviously, these are all powerful items that will help us down the road. Jonesy, obviously, you've got that crying angel pendant to make sure that you don't accidentally CPR us to death.
Yes, it sounds like it's not easy to do, but it is.
This ghost touch rune, who do we want to be able to touch ghosts the most effectively? I can do magic.
Yeah, I don't need it either.
Korgo has a magic weapon already.
Why would anyone want to touch a ghost?
Right. So what if we give it to Xankath and then your bow?
How does that work with the rune? We have to do a thing to get it connected to my bow, or?
Yes, so
You just transfer it onto the other object. You transfer it onto your bow, and the stone with the rune on it then falls apart, and then your bow would have the ghost touch rune on it. Now that would, I assume, carry over to all our arrows fired from the bow?
yes.
Okay.
One thing I'm wondering is if it has to be +1 for it to be on there, but I'll look into that.
Okay.
When I looked into it, I didn't see anything about that.
Does it make it +1?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't make it +1.
+1 for sure. But my wondering is if it has to be +1 in order to have a rune.
I feel like it would say it on there.
Yeah, I looked it up and I don't remember seeing anything about that, but maybe I just didn't know enough to notice that.
I'm on it.
Hey, Jonesy, can I talk to you for a second?
Oh, yes, of course.
I don't want to scare everybody else, so come over here.
Okay.
Hey, will you look at my shoulder? It hurts really bad.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, I
It bit me really hard.
got bit by the pony so bad. It looks pretty bad. I think that I should check later, because I don't know what I'm doing.
Because I rolled a 12. So Jonesy's going to take out a little first aid book and start flipping through it, trying to find ways to deal with
The
this.
missing part of my shoulder.
If we spend another few hours here, I can try again.
No, I don't want to stay here. This place is weird and scary.
Oh, no, it's up there, Korgo.
There's a heart over there. And Andreas is holding a heart.
Would you like to look at this tinder twig I have?
Okay.
And he tries to occupy your mind.
Tinder twig is pretty neat. It's like a match. You can start a fire really easily.
Yeah.
It's all bright and shiny. Look at the shiny thing, Korgo.
Yeah, Korgo's going to smile and wipe away his tears and pretend like it doesn't hurt anymore. Rejoin the rest of the group.
And then double rage.
Everybody is recovering from wounds. You've got some treasure out of the creature's cave. Nobody died.
Miraculously.
I tried. I almost got away with your cat, but it's harder to kill you than I thought it would be.
I had most of my new character rolled up.
Hey, you came very close to multiple people drowning, so
Yes.
Yes.
no complaints from us.
All right, so what do you want to do now?
I think Jonesy would probably advocate for staying a little bit longer. I think it's worth just healing everybody up.
I won't argue with it.
Yeah. You make sure we're rested. I mean, if we're spending the night camping next to the lake, then you'd have time to do first aid for everybody. And then in the morning, we declare this place safe.
Okay.
I did look up the property runes, and Ghost Touch has to go on a weapon that's already +1.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
So I have a blank rune stone. So we have an option. We could take Korgo's +1 spear that I gave him from beating Picano up in front of that one river. We could put the +1 onto your short bow with Ghost Touch. And you're the fighter and most likely to crit and get benefit out of crit because you have a deadly bow.
I mean, you say that, but all evidence to the contrary.
But the numbers are in your favor, and if you crit, you do 2d6 plus 1d10.
I mean, I'm down with it. If I don't.
Korgo's using his claws all the time anyways. What do you think, Korgo?
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I think that
Okay.
sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So then, while we're camping and Jonesy is patching everybody up, Andreas will...
I'm going to roll one more time.
Yeah,
You go.
Andreas will pull out his spell book and do some research, and he'll take the spear and the short bow and both of those rune stones and spend some time transferring everything over Xankath's bow.
What?
Jonesy.
We're on like the 5th hour now. There we go. 6th hour of trying to heal Korgo. He remembers that he's supposed to tie the bandage on top of the wound
And it's a critical success.
and does a really good job. So,
That's 4d8.
48?
4d8s. And double that.
Why did I only get 11 with a 48? That seems like I rolled bad. Yeah. Don't. I took damage. I don't know why I'm touching me.
Korgo's so messed up. I mean, he's got his adventure's been brutal to his poor body.
After defeating the strange monster, you continue searching the area for threats to the following, after you've rested and recovered, but you don't find anything. The Gornok River was poisoned by the burning mammoths and their ooze, but it seems to have dissipated harmlessly in the vastness of the lake. The water shines in the bright sunlight, and the broken tusk following gradually makes its way up to the lake shore. Far down the shoreline, you see a herd of elk moving away, heading east. It seems almost like old times, but you can see the fires in the distant horizon to the west. There's no time to relax. You and the rest of the broken tusks have to move on. So let's move over to the overland map.
Quick question. I don't lose the wounded condition until I've fully healed,
Once we
right?
slept for a night?
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, cool.
So the next day, where do you want to go? Another tributary of the Gleaming Sun Lake heads off to the northeast. You'll need to cross it and continue eastward. You can stay on the plains. You could venture slightly north into the hills. You could venture slightly south into the forest. As usual, the plains are the fastest route. Currently, the Burning Mammoth following is 2 hexes behind you.
And going into the forest costs us 2 days, right?
That's right. It's a difficult terrain, so it does slow
And is
you
it
down.
double to reconnoiter as well?
Yes, that's right. I think that's right. Let's double check that. Let's double check that before I say that for sure.
So there's really no advantage to going in the forest, right? Unless I just don't see
It doesn't sound like
the
it.
point. Because the way it's positioned, the forest is in the south, and so they could just come over north of us and block us off. So
Right.
it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, we're going to lose too much time.
Whereas we could just go ahead and go northeast and
Yeah, we can just go around.
skirt the forest.
It's probably like super cool stuff in the forest, though, you guys.
100% completion!
We've got to search every hex.
We didn't do it!
We're going to really confuse them if we just wander around aimlessly. They won't know what's going on.
So in the morning, Xankath, Andreas will come up to you with your newly enhanced bow. Xankath, I managed to finish the etching of this morning while I was eating my oatmeal. I think it should very effectively deal damage to both ghosts and living people.
Oh, that is wonderful work, Andreas. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I must say, after that last battle, I don't think I would mind having a little extra oomph when it comes to an attack.
Well, you know what always helped me back in the day, back in the Crusades when I was swinging a sword around like the young whippersnappers with the army and whatnot. We always named our weapons.
Oh,
I think your bow needs a name.
that is astute and something I will think on. Thank you.
Let me know and I can etch it in once you've got it.
I shall.
So, I looked it up, and it takes as many travel activities to reconnoiter as it does to travel.
Yeah.
So yes, it would take 2 travel activities to move into a forest hex, and then 2 more to explore it or reconnoiter it.
And Burning Mammoth seems to be moving every 3 days.
That's right.
So we would move in, they would move closer. By the time we move out, they would move again, probably. So I don't really think it's worth it, guys.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, just head northeast and go around the forest.
Yeah, there are, just to be clear, lifting the veil a bit here, there are encounters designed for hills and forests and such, but there isn't really much of an incentive to find them.
No. In fact, there's more of an incentive to not. Like, we're just being chased and, yeah.
Maybe if we can put more space between us. But until then,
Korgo's spear, Korgo's +1 spear is now just a regular spear, right? We moved the magic from it.
yeah.
Okay, which hex do you want to move into then? Do you want to move to the northeast hex then?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so you move to the northeast hex. The Burning Mammoths moved yesterday, so they don't move today. You've moved onward. You've moved into the hex to the northeast, where there is a river flowing down into Gleaming Sun Lake. This tributary is unnamed in the adventure path. The other tributary is called the Gornok River. This one doesn't have a name, so I'm going to give you a choice. We have some different options for what I'm going to let you guys name this. We can call it A, the Spelok River, B, the Coral River, C, the Zartok River, or D, the Von Sorrow River? Which one do you want to call it?
Ela.
Listener vote.
Yeah, listener vote.
Listener vote.
Listener vote?
And then 2 months from now, 3 months from now, when they hear this episode,
We'll find out what
we'll have to
it's
write
called.
on everything we said up to then.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. I want you guys to agree on a name.
I'm cool with Spelok. Who's that?
Spelok's fine. I like Von Sorrow, but Spelok's fine too. Von Sorrow just sounds cool.
Vlad Von Sorrow is a cool guy.
Oh,
Another thing to look up.
can't look him
Curious listeners should listen to Oasis Down,
up. Yeah, there you go.
the House of Bob episode.
Oh, okay. That's right, Vlad.
All right, so it is the Spelok River. So you cross the Spelok River, you enter that hex on Star Day, the 16th of Gozran, without anything interesting happening. You think you might even be opening up some distance between the Broken Tusk following and the burning Mammoth Horde. On the 17th of Gozran, you begin exploring the area, and the Broken Tusk following resumes moving forward to catch up with you. You reach the river at midday. It's warm enough today that the noon sun could be mildly uncomfortable, but the sky is cloudy. The river flows by peacefully, clean and clear, as it should be. You begin looking for a good ford. After an hour of walking upstream, you see a flat-bottomed barge floating downstream toward you. 5 ragged-looking figures in brown and blue cloaks and robes maneuver the barge downstream using long poles. There's a supply shed attached to the middle of the barge, like a little shack, and there are 4 crates stacked around it. The figures on the barge spot you too, and begin waving at you excitedly. They point to a nearby rock overhang and begin maneuvering their barge up to it. And we'll find out what you and what they do in 2 weeks. Thanks for listening to Broken Tusk Rising. You can help the podcast by giving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, by following us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram as @TheHouseOfBob, all one word, or by chatting with us on Discord, and most of all, by supporting us on Patreon. That's at patreon.com/TheHouseOfBob. This show is possible due to all our patrons, who get special zines, one-shots, episode commentary, and other stuff for supporting the podcasts. We'd like to thank our newest patron, Serwious. Something like that. Art for this episode is by Shaun Makes. Audio production and music are by me, Mike Hammock. Thanks again for listening, and roll on.
The game is paused.
Oh, I always forget that, dang it. Even though it's got the circling image and the text that says game paused, I never notice. It's like it's invisible to me.
That was the wrong button. That was the wrong button. Unsheath.
Don't put it away.
Did not be true. Wrong button. Let's try that again.
No, the suitcase little thingy from the chat bar now, where it says effect rage.
Oh, I did click it.
Now drag that.
Drag it onto your token.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Whoa, so
Stop.
rage.
So much rage.
Super rage.
Double rage.
Oh, man. Does that add extra hit points? Hold on. No, it
It might
doesn't.
actually.
It's too smart for that.
In your character sheet from the effects tab, you can delete one of them.
All right, now Korgo got mad. Now he's gonna fight. He's gonna. What happened? No.
What are you talking about?
No.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, I'm putting the double rage back on. Not enough. All right, that's my turn. That's my 3 actions.
What is this? Wait, I'm talking more like you. I forgot about my voice. Yes, this is it.
Hey, I actually get to
Yay.
use some of my, social skills.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy stuff
Maybe.
from them, hopefully.
This better be a merchant encounter.
Nice.
Yeah,
Awesome.
well, you guys, we didn't die.
We didn't die.
You didn't die.
I had half of a character created.
Ooh.
Next time, Gadget.
Get your cat.
I'm going to add this amber lump onto my character sheet.
I'll put the Andreas in collecting garbage.
Are you kidding? Amber has healing properties.
Holy garbage to you, Korgo.
It might have dino DNA in it. Don't call it garbage.
Dino DNA.
My dad tried to give me an amber necklace yesterday, so there's some people.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a whole thing.
I was gonna say he tried to give it, and you turned it
Oh
down.
my goodness, Mike, you don't even know the half of it with the amber.
Okay.
With the amber everywhere.
Always with the amber, Dad.
That's,
I mean, could be worse, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's just he's trying to get rid of it because he doesn't want it in the house.
Oh,
So he's like, this is a gift for you, but I know that's been there for years.
That's a whole other thing. Yeah, that's not.
Okay,
No,
I see.
Yeah.